Okay, we are live here again. Second time today. And I wasn't going to do a live stream now, just got back from my workout, but I need to vent. I need to say something here because I've had enough. I've I've had enough and I have a need to say something. Now, for some reason, YouTube is not showing this live stream, so I've shared it to my main channel. Um, Hopefully, people um, will discover. Let's see if there's an echo. No, no echo. I will give it a few seconds, and fingers crossed that people will discover this live stream that we do actually. We being me, actually have a live stream right now. Okay, people are joining, so now it's working. Okay. Um, okay, first things first. If you're new to this channel, and I'm just saying this because I normally do these live streams very early in the morning here, Norwegian time, and yeah, I'm upset. I'm upset, and so because I'm upset, I'm doing this now, and this is normally not the time I'm doing them. But if you want to be part of this wonderful community here, where we normally talk about more pleasant things, for me, I call it my breakfast club because it's in the morning here. So normally it is much nicer than it's going to be now because this is not going to be nice. I will practice some self-control because I don't want to be cursing and I don't want to be too emotional here. But okay. So I'll do my best. I can't guarantee anything here. Hi there, KP Hidden. Good to see you as always. And Alex and all the other people. Good to see you all. Background, a little bit of background. I really have to concentrate now. You know, a little bit of background. The thumbnail picture is from an article in the Norwegian mainstream media just now today. Those two men in the picture, they are holding a baby child, a little girl there. Those two men are gay men. They're a couple, and they were in some stupid reality TV thing some years ago, and they became sort of well known as the gay couple. And I have nothing against that. People can be gay or whatever. I don't care. The problem is that they did something that's actually illegal here in Norway. They went and bought access to a woman's womb. And she was impregnated artificially, I must add, and became pregnant with, I don't know which of these two are the father, but the baby girl you're seeing there is the result of that insemination. And she gave birth, and they call it surrogacy. She gave birth, and now in this article and everywhere, almost said the F word there, everywhere else, these two men are they are being called the fathers. Fathers. They're being called the fathers or the parents. Okay. Let's just, in case there is someone out there who don't know how babies are made. You need a man and a woman, or a woman and the the semen from a man, okay, in order to make a baby. And you can't say that these two men are the fathers or the parents. You have to say, well, I don't care so much about the words. Actually, the thing is that they are writing a fucking article here about these two men's opinion on how births should be done, and that women should not do home births, right? That's what they're saying, because their daughter, their daughter, I'm saying it too, had complications. So they have opinions on this. And as far as I'm seeing here, there is no mentioning of the mother. There is no mentioning of the mother who gave birth to her daughter. And the daughter had complications. And straight after, right after giving birth to a daughter with complications, she had to give that daughter away. Fucking hell. This shit needs to stop. They did no, Brie, they don't even mention the mother. Yeah, I know. I get upset, I cursed and everything. And it says here, it says here that these two men are saying it was really tough. They felt it was really tough. And they were mentioning that the baby had to have oxygen right after birth, and so on and so on. No mentioning of the mother. No mentioning of the mother, as if the mother was some kind of machine, some kind of not even human. And I'm looking at this, and what I'm seeing is two very, very selfish men. Now, we can discuss, adoption. Should gay couples be allowed to adopt, and so on and so on. This is being selfish. It's pure. It's got nothing to do with what being a parent should be about. Now, I'm a parent, and a lot of you guys, you are parents as well, I know. And I was present. I have two kids. I was present both times, and it was um, me being a man. It was very scary. It was very stressful for me. And all of that. Yeah, we all know these jokes, and it's because we joke about these things, and how the father, the father was very, very tired after the birth and so on, and because it's not, he's not doing the hard work, right? he's, I mean, but being present at the birth of my kids, it was magical, and I'm very thankful for those moments, the most important and best moments in my life. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful. And when I look at this and I read this article, and the angle is that women should not do home births. They should not give birth in the home, and so on. I think that's something that least many, do you call it midwives? And those who help women giving birth. I think many would disagree, but I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to. I don't know, but all I'm seeing here is someone who, I mean, no mentioning of the mother, no mentioning of the mother. Now, there's a reason why this is illegal in Norway, and the reason, there are two reasons basically. The first reason is that a child has the right to know the mother. Now, of course, things can happen, and some mothers, they can't take care of their child, and so on. It's very sad when that happens. But I think you have the right in Norway, at least, to know who the mother is, and maybe that goes for this case as well. But as far as I know, the main reason why surrogacy is illegal in Norway is that we know for a fact that women in poor countries are being taken advantage of. And this is an industry. So that's why it's not legal. And these guys are, every time they're writing about these guys, it's like they are, the angle is like these are heroes. Oh, they're so progressive and wonderful parents. And I'm just here, and you know what? I don't know anyone, and people talk about this, and I don't know anyone who supports this. If you have and it's like, if you have the need to take care of a child, there is adoption. Many children suffer in this world. This is pure being selfish. It's only being selfish. It's like if you have a genetic disease and there's a high probability that you will bring this onto the next generation, you shouldn't be a parent, right? And most responsible people will then not become parents because of that. That's the responsible thing to do. Now, this needs to stop, and they need to stop using this language. They need to stop writing about couples like this as the fathers. No mentioning of the mother, no mentioning of the mother at all. And it's not the first time I'm seeing this. And it you know what, it breaks my heart, because somewhere there is a woman who went through probably a very difficult birth, and nobody is going to tell me that woman, who probably signed some papers to be part of this scheme, um, no, nobody's going to tell me that she did not feel tremendous emotional and probably physical pain because of this. So I know how it goes, YouTube and all that, demonetize this, go ahead, I don't fucking care anymore. But this needs to stop, you know? And but that's not the way it's going, it's not. People are being so tribal now, so me saying this is seen as, oh, now I'm a right-wing extremist or something like that. But no, I'm just trying to. I'm human, and I'm trying to look at this objectively. And these journalists who has written this, it's a woman, looks like a young woman. Please At least be honest in your choice of words. And if you're a woman writing about this, can you at least mention the mother? Motherhood is the most important thing that humans do. Well, being a mother. Um, it's something I think men kind of envy in an in a almost in our genes. We have an envy of that connection when the child is little. You don't have that connection as a father when they're very small. So we wait as fathers. We do our best to be there, and when the child kind of, when babies are very small, they haven't really opened up to the world, right? And as they grow older, they kind of they open up to the world, and you're there as the father, and it's such a great thing. And that's your role, that's your mission, that's and you're like, oh, here I am. It's so great. These two men, they take away, they rob that child of that natural connection with the mother, and it's unforgivable. Another thing is, of course, the fact that in every case of surrogacy, they rob the child, the baby, of mother's milk. And we know quite a lot about mother's milk. It's what babies are supposed to be fed. It's extremely good for the immune system, and well, this is nature. It's how it's supposed to be. All mammals do that. It's in the word. That's where mammal, the word comes from. Um, and they rob the baby of that, which is also unforgivable. You can't replace it with, I think in America they call it formula, which is artificial milk, artificial mother's milk, basically. And again, there are women in some cases they can't produce enough milk and so on, and I'm not saying obviously not saying those are bad mothers. Obviously not saying that. But this is just being selfish, and that's why this turned out to be a bit of a rant. This has, and I shouldn't have to mention this, but this has nothing to do with religion. This has nothing to do with political views. This has nothing to do with your values or anything, or morals, even nothing. It's just basic empathy, which these men, I will say, lack. And they mistake their own selfishness and their own needs for empathy. And it's unforgivable. And again, as I've said a million times or something, if you're gay or lesbian, go ahead. Wonderful, good for you, wonderful. That's great. But I don't really care. But this is okay. Okay, okay. Um, some comments there. Wow, Nero, that's extremely kind of you there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Um, uh, let's see here. Oh wow, Andrew. Um, yeah, thank you. Some folks would be better off just buying it all. Yeah. Um, absolutely. So, okay, I'll scroll down so that I see all the super chats. It's very kind of you to support me. Um, Tony, welcome as a member to the channel. That's awesome. Um, yeah, David, thank you for the support there. You're saying that most human beings will agree with you about this subject. Yeah. And I know how this goes. I'm a novelist. My novels are not in English yet. And these little busy bees in the publishing houses, especially the American ones, they go through your social media when the agent contact them, and oh, this Bull-Hansen guy in Norway, has he said something that goes against our woke agenda? Yeah, I just did. But if any of those busy little bees are listening to this now, you know what? As a novelist, you're supposed to challenge people. You're supposed to challenge dogma. That's what I'm doing now. It's about integrity. If I don't have integrity, what the hell is the point of writing books? But anyway, um, yeah, isn't it funny? Divina, that Junior, where Arnold Schwarzenegger becomes pregnant. That was a comedy back then. 1994 was it, and it was shocking I haven't actually seen it, but it was like a comedy because it was so outrageous. And now that movie would probably not have been made now. You know. Uh, yeah. Hi there, horror business. Uh, yes, Indie Prime. One of the darkest parts about this whole cruel business of surrogacy. You're writing that there. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I know. You're writing that. Now, I'm really sorry about this whole thing with the connection. So I'll just end the live stream there. This needs to be said. And I want to thank you for joining. I don't know why YouTube cut me off here. Maybe it's the connection, but it seems to happen when I talk about certain things. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you.